How is she?
Adorable. She was sound asleep with her face mashed up against her teddy bear.
Well, I don't think that's good for her.
She was breathing just fine.
You know, even so, I mean, I don't want the bear near her. I'll just go and put it at the bottom of the crib.
It's all right, I already did.
You might have said so.
Sorry. But if you didn't worry about her spending the afternoon playing pinball and eating clams oregano, I didn't think a teddy bear should bother you.
Jumbo makes a great babysitter, doesn't he?
Yeah. Thank God he was available.
Things didn't turn out too badly, considering the start we got off to this morning.
I have to get up early.
Before 7? Why?
Frank's statement on the tax reduction. I want to digest it in peace so I can anticipate negative reactions.
Mary, you're only substituting for Marcia. Now, they're gonna hire a new first press secretary, so you don't have to take it so seriously.
Basically, he opposes it on the grounds that it's fiscally irresponsible, which does make sense.
Okay, what time do you want me to set the clock for? 5 o'clock?
6:30. Hey, I never finished telling you that story about the talk I had with the news service guy.
Yeah, well, if it has anything to do with Frank's statement on tax reductions, don't bother.
It doesn't. It has to do with you. It seems that this fellow was following up a story about the upstate campaign that he had with Marcia. I explained to him that Marcia was no longer with us, and I introduced myself. Well, there was this moment of stunned silence, and then he asks if I am by any chance related to Jack Finelli. I say I'm married to him. He says you are the best columnist on the East Coast, possibly in the country. Suddenly, we are the dearest of friends, and he proceeds to give me a 15-minute response to your piece on juvenile crime. Essentially, he'd rather have you in the Senate than Frank.
Well, that's a bit much.
You love it.
It's nice to know that somebody's reading my stuff, that's all.
You love it.
Will you stop grinning at me?
Okay. I'll grin behind your back. How's that?
Nice.
Oh, I have so many things to tell him. I really should keep my list by the bed.
Will you stop thinking about your brother?
I just don't want to goof up while he's out of town.
You won't. Well, that's a promise. From the best columnist on the East Coast.
God.
What?
The East Coast. The convention. Frank is supposed to send a wire.
Almost got it.
Try a little harder.
I am. Ugh.
Maybe you gotta call it over.
Call it? Here, Robe. Here, present from Billy. Come, boy, come. You want a day?
Maybe it's too young. Maybe I have to train it.
I can't. I'm sorry, but I'll probably never get dressed again.
Oh.
We're gonna have to stay like this for a very, very long time.
Oh, that's terrible. I don't know if I can do that at all.
You are kind and lovable.
Thank you, sir. Is every brain surgeon as wild and as crazy as you are?
In bed with a beautiful lover after months of waiting? Yeah.
You know, I thought if this didn't happen, I was going to get very violent.
Oh, tell me what I missed.
You know, I have to admit something
About
us.
us? Well, can't you be a little more specific than just us? I mean, it covers a lot of territory. Most of which I am right about.
Ooh, you're very conceited. That's number one.
Always.
And number two, well, I think you know what I'm going to say. But, well, I'll say it anyway. You were right about waiting. Making love for fun is wonderful. I've always used it for protection, or to feel safe. This was very different. I mean, tonight was a whole new thing for me.
How?
Well, I feel like a sexy woman and a wild child all at the same time. I don't explain these things very well.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You can do anything if you put your mind to it. And now, since you're growing, you may never stop.
Are you very tired?
No.
No, I mean, you worked all day long. You should be very tired.
Work hard, play hard.
Mm. Oh, turn it off.
Better answer it. Hello.
Yeah, Roger, it's Seneca. Listen, we have an aneurysm over here. You're on for Cooper tonight.
Seneca, I just got out of the OR a couple of hours ago.
Sorry, Roger. I'd do it for you if I could. I'm going to be observing if there's any consolation.
Oh, yeah, that makes all the difference in the world. I'll be there in about 10 minutes. Sorry, honey. I gotta go.
No, don't go.
There's an emergency, and I'm the only man available.
Oh, come on. They always say that. It's not fair.
Look, think of it this way. We had fun. We're gonna have more.
When?
Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow. You need your sleep.
No, you need your sleep. You see, you know, you look terrible. You look exhausted. Look at you. Your hands are shaking. Now, you know, they should get Pat. I mean, he's rested and he's healthy. Why don't you tell them?
I love you, but somebody needs me to keep them alive. Now, think about that.
How long are you going to be gone?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, you'll come back, won't you? I mean, you will come back to me, okay?
I will fly to you.
Roger? Hey, Roger, if I'm so grown up, how come I don't just say to you, okay, well, you go, and I'll wish you good luck, and I'll be waiting for you. I'm gonna be real good. I'm gonna be real good. I'm gonna go to sleep so my eyes don't get puffy in the morning.
Well, that's a point I hadn't considered.
Puffy isn't pretty, you know.
I'll remember that.
Roger? Good luck.
Thank you.
I'll be waiting for you. I might be growing up so much I might not be able to stop.
Oh, come on. Don't be mad, please.
Why not?
I won't say another word about work. It doesn't exist. I've forgotten about it.
Leave it on. You have any idea what's happening?
Look, I'm sorry. But Ray's gonna call in and check up tomorrow, and I want to be prepared. I tried to list all of my questions and reminders before I left the office, but they keep on popping into my head. On the subway, I remembered a letter that Frank has to respond to about the fare increase. I remembered a testimonial dinner appearance when I was making the meatloaf, and a problem with the child health care testimonial when I checked in on Ryan. If I don't write these things down when they come into my head, then Frank's in trouble. And if I do, then I'm in trouble.
I don't want to hear about your list.
Fine.
I want an answer to my question. Do you have any idea what's happening?
With the job?
With us, our family.
How do you mean? I was here for dinner? I cooked a decent meal? No, I don't know what's happening with the family except that we are alive and well and coping.
We're alive, period. I've made a great effort to be patient. It hasn't been easy. Today particularly was not easy. When you waltzed in here and announced that my worst fears about that stupid job were coming true, I was a little upset. But Ryan was here. Jumbo was here. You were close to hysteria. What? Mary, you're frantic. It's just a damn good thing I keep my mouth shut.
As I recall, you said plenty.
Not half as much as I could have said. Instead, I cleared the place out so you could work.
If I didn't thank you, then I do now.
Thank yous are not important. What's important is the quality of our lives, the three of us. When you were at Channel R.
When I was at Channel R, when I had the old job, the job that you were used to, the job that was driving me crazy.
Knock it off! I have something to say. You're gonna listen. When you were at Channel R, it was frustrating. But at least the job didn't follow you home, on the subway, in the kitchen, in bed. When you got down here, you could give us your full attention. But when you worked for Frank, you belonged to Frank. Now, I knew it was going to happen. I warned you, but you patted me on the head, and you took the job anyway.
I did not. I talked it over with you first. Now, things were bad today because Marcia quit.
Mary, that's pure fantasy. You consulted me after you said yes to Frank, and it's been chaos ever since. And the reason today was bad is because you allowed yourself to be made first press secretary. No assistant, no nothing, just Mary Ryan to the rescue.
Mary Finelli, damn it.
Well, you know what I mean.
Look, if you're trying to make me feel guilty about the kind of wife and the kind of mother I am, then keep it up. You're doing fine. It's exactly what I want to hear right now. Lay a little more on about how Ryan hung out all afternoon with a bunch of pinball freaks, while the babies with good mothers got to go play in the sandbox at the park. They got cookies and milk. My baby got clams and wine, all because I refused to abandon my brother. Well, that's just terrible. I'm a menace.
You finished? Okay. To get back to my point, you've taken on too much. It's messed you up. Ryan and I want the old Mary back. I'm serious.
What this is about is me getting out of bed before.
No, that's only what got me started talking.
Do you really think that I would quit on Frank now?
I hope so.
Jack, the whole family is helping on this. It's a cooperative thing. We've always done that for each other.
You have two families. One has to come first.
You may want the old Mary, but I don't want the old Jack. You're talking like you did years ago. I do not have two families. I have one big extended one with you and Ryan in the center.
Okay? We need you there with us.
I am. What's the matter with you? I love you.
It's not the message that I'm getting.
Well, that was fast.
You know me.
Hey, listen, don't hurry. They're taking some more pictures.
Well, the angiogram is perfectly clear.
I always like to double-check aneurysms. Patient stable. Life signs are good. Take an extra 15 to 20 minutes. You're positive where you're going, what you're going to find when you get in there.
Okay.
Will you sleep?
No. Since when are you spending your evenings at the hospital?
I was in with Edmund.
Trouble?
No, no, no. It's coming along beautifully.
Oh, good. How's his mother doing?
Jill's okay.
Oh, I forgot to get in touch with Frank about Edmund. I called him, but he wasn't there, and then I got hung up with Delia and Faith.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Frank has the report. He flew in last night to see Edmund.
Kidding.
No, unfortunately, I'm not.
What happened?
Well, Frank came and then he left. Jill was having dinner at my place, and apparently that constitutes a flaming love affair where Frank is concerned. She went after him to set him straight.
Up to Syracuse or wherever he is?
Wherever.
It doesn't have to mean anything serious.
No.
On the other hand, I wouldn't blame you for being at least a little worried.
Right.
Did she say...
What, that she was setting herself up for another slap in the face? No, no, no. She rationalized it very well. Frank had made a gesture by coming here, and she was reciprocating. I just hope it's only an overnight stay.
Oh, come on, now. You don't think they'd rush out and get married?
Listen, it all depends on where Jill's head is. I don't know. Depends on how badly she needs to be punished. Now, I'll be amazed if she does.
She won't. I've got a theory about that. Jill will always love Frank, but she'll never allow herself to let it work.
Yeah, that's interesting. Frank has the same theory.
Yeah, Frank hates to lose.
So do I.
I heard you wrong. You can't think I don't love you.
You love me. I know that with my head. But I had a reaction just now when you said that you'd never give up on Frank.
The word I used was abandon.
Oh. Well, my reaction was that we're on the thin ice, and I'm the only one who realizes it. Now, I'm not trying to hurt you. It's just the top priority for me is our little trio here. And what I'm picking up lately is the top priority for you is outside.
You think I'm pulling away,
Maybe.
abandoning you?
I wouldn't go that far.
Yes, you would. You have.
I thought that we could get through this without a fight.
I don't want to fight. In fact, I'm ready to admit a lot of things. I did go to work for Frank against your advice. I've been off the wall lately, and you have been patient. But you've also been threatened. The old fears are back.
Look, if you're gonna launch into my orphan neurosis, don't. I'm not threatened. I'm mad.
You're both.
You're right.
I've told you 1,000,000 times, and I'll tell you again. I'm never gonna leave you. I'd die without you. I love you and Ryan more than any two people in the world.
I know.
No, you don't. You still don't trust it.
Yeah, I do. Especially when I got you like this.
What would you really feel if I didn't work at all?
A little poor.
Really?
I don't know. I probably hate it, because you'd hate it. I'm not asking you to stay home and take care of us.
Part of me would like that.
Yeah, well, the rest of you'd go nuts.
You understand that?
Mm-hmm. Basically, you modeled yourself after your mother. Raised 5 kids, ran a business every day. Of course you have to work. And you have to help your brother. But when your work is your brother,
It's too much.
I think so.
Okay. I'll stop being Frank's first press secretary. If Ray can find a replacement overnight, terrific. If not, then I'll give them until Frank returns from upstate.
Good enough.
But I still want to be his second press secretary. There are only 2.5 more months to go. And I did promise. Besides, I have nothing else to go to.
We can get along without the money.
Just 10 more weeks.
Okay. I'll try.
And I promise to bring no more lists home, and I won't lose my temper. And I really don't think I'm such a bad wife and mother.
Kid has a good time with Jumbo.
She loves him. I love you. Oh, thank God we could talk it out.
Yeah?
This Thursday, Spontaneity meets Stuffy. He lives life, and she has to pay for it, literally. Sounds like a job for the guy who wrote the book on relationships. An all-new Greg Barron's Wake Up Call, part of Sugar Free Valentine's, Thursday at 10 on SoapNet.